There's something special about playing co-op games with friends and family. It brings people together and makes gaming more fun. In 2024, there's a bunch of awesome co-op games that came out for Android and iOS. So let's check out some of the best ones you can play with your buddies. First up is Duel Revolution, pixel art MMO. This game has this really cool pixel art style that gives it an old school vibe. You get to catch and train over 50 unique Evo monsters, and then battle with other players in real time. There's a big skill tree to customize your character, and the community is super friendly. If you like puzzles, you'll find plenty of them here. The best part? The developers keep adding new content, so there's always something fresh to explore. It's a fun way to get your RPG fix with a twist of monster catching. Next, we have ASTRA, Knights of Veda, a game that takes you into a dark fantasy world. You play as Veda, the master of the book, and you're on an adventure to overthrow the Mad King Magnus. This one's all about side-scrolling action, but it also has some tactical elements to keep things interesting. The artwork is stunning, and the combat is really dynamic. You can gather your team of knights and make choices that shape the story, which adds a lot of depth. If you like fantasy with a touch of action, this game is for you. Who doesn't love a good beat-'em-up? River City Girls is a modern take on the classic genre, with slick pixel art and a catchy synth-pop soundtrack. You play as Misako or Kyoko, two tough-as-nails heroines fighting to save their boyfriends. The combat is fast-paced, with cool combos, throws, and unusual weapons. The game has multiple endings and side quests across 6 regions, giving you plenty to do. The 2-player co-op mode is a blast, whether you're playing on a touchscreen or with a controller. If you enjoy retro vibes with a modern twist, you won't want to miss this one. Now, let's talk about Vice Online. This game lets you dive into an open-world city filled with crime, gangs, and fast cars. You can drive around, engage in intense shootouts, and even build your own criminal empire. The open world is massive, and there's always something to do. The game lets you customize your character and choose your own path. Whether that's legal or not is up to you. It's a great game if you enjoy a sandbox experience with lots of freedom to explore and create chaos with your friends. If you're into sci-fi shooters, check out Warframe. This game has been around for a while, but now it's on iOS with full cross-platform support. It's fast-paced and action-packed, with tons of customization options for your character and weapons. The mobile version comes with a few tweaks to make it easier to play on smaller screens, like automated attacks and a threat sensor. While some menu elements might look a bit blurry, and it can be challenging on smaller iPhones, it's still a fantastic way to play this popular game on the go. Plus, you can keep your progress across platforms, which is pretty sweet. Looking for a new take on multiplayer shooters? SquadBlast is a side-scrolling game that mixes classic FPS mechanics with a 2D perspective. You get to choose from a diverse roster of heroes, each with their own unique abilities. The game has tight controls and flawless online gameplay, so it feels just right. You can create custom matches with different rules and loadouts, or just jump into a team deathmatch and capture the point. It's a refreshing take on shooters that brings something new to the table. If you enjoy asymmetrical multiplayer games, then Jewel Run is worth checking out. It's a game where you either play as one of 8 thieves trying to steal jewels, or as a defender protecting them. The game has this quirky gothic vibe, inspired by Tim Burton's style. You can unlock different hazards on the map, like alarms and trick walls, to make it more challenging. There's paid DLC for extra cosmetics and features, but the base game is free to play. Whether you like playing as a team or going solo as a defender, this game has plenty of creativity and humor. Let's talk about eFootball 2024. It's Konami's soccer game, and while it has some improvements in gameplay, it feels a bit incomplete. The player movements and AI are better, but the game lacks some key features like Master League and Edit Mode. The visuals can be hit or miss, and without cross-platform play, the online community feels limited. Despite these flaws, if you're a hardcore soccer fan, there's still some fast-paced fun to be had. Just don't expect it to compete with the best soccer games out there. For horror fans, Dead by Daylight Mobile brings the iconic asymmetrical multiplayer horror experience to your phone. You can either play as a survivor trying to escape a killer, or as the killer hunting down survivors. The game's tension is palpable, with great sound design and visual cues to keep you on edge. The controls work well for the most part, though they can be a bit frustrating at times. The load times are longer than I'd like, but it's still a solid choice for anyone who enjoys the cat-and-mouse tension of survival horror. Last but not least, we have Feral Frontier Co-op Roguelike. This game is a survival roguelike that combines third-person shooting with deep strategy. You and your friends use different abilities to tackle dynamically generated challenges. The roguelike mechanics, where you keep trying even after you die, add a lot of replayability. With a wide range of weapons, skills, and artifacts, you can customize your playstyle to suit your preferences. The visuals are gorgeous, and the controls feel great. If you're into intense firefights and love co-op, this one is a must-play. So there you have it, the 10 best co-op games on Android and iOS for 2024. I hope this list gives you some great gaming ideas to enjoy with your friends. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of my future gaming videos.